the corner to my left from Athens, Greece, weighing 260 pounds, it is Spiros Arion. And his opponent in the corner to my right from Venice, Italy, weighing 256 pounds, Domenic Denucci.
Domenic Denucci versus Spiros Arion, our feature match here, and it's the opening match, of course, as well. Fred Blassie steps to the apron of the ring, and we're set for the action to begin.
With Haystacks Calhoun. Many of you fans will recall that this was a tag team combination in the past that once wore the Worldwide Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship belts. They're certainly hopeful of doing that once again. Garea and Calhoun seeing action this Wednesday in Asbury Park, along with Larry Zbysko, along with Dino Bravo. So it's wrestling at its finest this Wednesday in Asbury Park, New Jersey's Convention Hall.
Well, on occasion, use the rope to his advantage. It is, of course, a very legal maneuver, not exactly the most sportsmanlike thing you can do. Domenic, a moment ago, looking right down into Fred Blassie's eyes as he gained this advantage here, this hold on Spiros Arion. Referee Jack Glotz there to see if Arion wants to concede. Arion here in a predicament. And looks like he's going to get his way out of it just by shoving Domenic against the rope. Wild right, Arion goes over the top rope. Blassie shouting advice to Spiros Arion. Arion with that roundhouse right missed by a country mile. Now back into standing position, locking up once again. Side headlock applied by Domenic Denucci. Oh, my. Domenic caught off guard a moment ago, and retaliation there by Spiros. Oh, again, Domenic lets him have it, however. Arion in big trouble. Down into the hams, and Sir Arion rocked back. Arion will do everything in his power to keep his back close to the rope. Arion likes to wrestle close to the rope, just in the event, I imagine, he gets in trouble. He can always reach for them. Arion proving perhaps he's a bit stronger than Domenic. Arion with a reverse now. Arion stomping into the left arm and hand there of Domenic. Domenic appears to be somewhat upset about it. Arion continues to move in. Arion, a kicking, punching machine. But don't let his tactics fool you, because Arion certainly a student in the art of professional wrestling. He really has the scientific knowledge as well, although he chooses not to display it many, many times. Arion, you see, with the elbow down in the neck area, and you'll see him moving that elbow around there. It's a good look at it. Just grinding it in there. It's as deep as he can place it. Domenic back to his feet. However, yanking the hair, and Denucci's, oh, down. Denucci escaped. Good butt by Denucci. Blassie encouraging Spiros Arion, but recovering quicker there is Domenic, and Domenic lets him have it. Denucci distracted by Fred Blassie. As Arion recuperates, and here comes Arion. Domenic on the outside. Referee Jack Lotz keeping his eye on Domenic Denucci and keeping his eye a moment ago on Fred Blassie as well. Denucci until the iron ring post, hanging on now. Domenic snaps into the ring. Arion spins Denucci. Chin first there. It appeared to do that steel ring. Blassie pulling the protective covering off the steel ring there that holds the rope to the ring post. Again, Arion finding the mark. Arion hammering away almost at will now. Blatant chokehold. Arion kicking Denucci into the back again. Arion having no mercy at all on Domenic Denucci. Referee Jack Lotz again warning Arion of his tactics. That warning perhaps falling on deaf ears. No reverse. Domenic comes out. Interesting decision here. Let's get the official time and the decision.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this bout went to the time limit, and the referee declares the bout a draw.
I'm quite certain some people, perhaps even Spiros Arion's opponent, Domenic Denucci, will consider that Mr. Denucci was robbed here. Nevertheless, time has expired. It'll go down in the record book as a draw. And we shall return, ladies.
Returns to Madison Square Garden and scheduled to compete on this wrestling spectacular on the 28th of August will be. And the special six-man tag team match to have a 2 out of 3 falls. You'll be seeing on the one side Lou Albano's tag team tandem of Eric and Pierre, the Yukon Lumberjacks and tag team champions, joining forces with Spiros Arion. Those three pitted against Tony Garea, Dino Bravo, and the one and only Andre the Giant. Scheduled as well, ladies and gentlemen, in the most unusual match, a first being held in Madison Square Garden on this occasion, the Texas Bull Rope match. And the return event with Dusty Rhodes facing superstar Billy Graham. Chief Jay Strongbow has been designated to be the guest referee. But at this moment, let's bring on the #1 challenger in the wrestling
came out
world.
here some time ago, and I made a prediction. I said that Ivan Koloff would be the next Worldwide Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion of the world. And that he was. And then the belt was stolen from him. And I now, Captain Lou Albano, will stake my reputation that Ivan Brocky Koloff will be the next Worldwide Wrestling Federation heavyweight wrestling champion. My reputation. I did it before, I said it before, and I'll say it again. Bob Backlund, watch it. Watch it. In my book, you're a champion, but merely a ranked amateur. I don't compare you with the one and only Ivan Brocky Koloff. Tell him that.
You know, Backlund, if you don't make a good account of yourself, you're not even going to get a return match. I'm not even going to put the belt up in the return match against you. That's how confident I am that I'm going to beat you. I'm going to be all over you like a fly over sugar, picking away on you until there is nothing left, until you collapse in the ring. Then I'm not going to have no pity on you. I'm going to start by breaking your arms, your legs. I'm out to show the people, Bob Backlund, that you are not an all-American boy, that you're not what all the kids of America should look up to. No, I'm against everything you stand for. Good. And most of all, I'm going to take the belt away from you. Then you will have nothing, and you will have no return match. Good. Not with Ivan Koloff, you won't.
Good.
We did it before. Excuse me, Mr. Albano. How do you compare yourself as far as scientific knowledge is concerned as compared to Bob Backlund?
I believe I've got more experience than Bob Backlund. He is a very good wrestler, a very strong wrestler, and very fast in the ring. But I believe that I am much better. I am better, I am faster, I am more experienced, and he's going to prove it. And most of all, I am much meaner than he is. When I get in the ring and get the advantage on the opponent, I don't let up until he is completely finished. And this is what I intend to do. I intend to do right to you, Bob Backlund. And you better not forget it. You better come in the ring.
Thank you very much.
We did it before, and we can do it again. We did it before, and we can do it again.
Lou Albano once again predicting victory for Ivan Koloff. Lou Albano certainly hoping that he will take Ivan Koloff, as he did once before, to the heights of professional wrestling. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, we heard from the challenger. Let's bring on the champion. Let's bring on Bob Backlund to my left. And, well, I don't know if you heard any of that in the waiting room, Mr. Backlund, but surely they do give some credit to your abilities, but they certainly stopped short as far as equalizing your abilities as compared to Ivan Koloff.
Well, they seem very, very confident, and which I can respect. Confidence is good, and I have a lot of confidence, too, so I think it's going to be a very, very competitive match. He thinks he's going to go out in the ring and hurt me. Well, I'm a professional, and I'm the world champion, and I know how to prevent from being hurt.
Not only that, Bob Backlund, but you know how to hurt as well. I mean, let's really get down to the nitty-gritty. If that's the kind of match that it's going to be, then you obviously would have to retaliate in the same manner.
Well, I wrestle most of the time to win and to beat my opponent, but Koloff, you're going to try to hurt me. I'm going to go out there with one thing in mind, and that's to hurt you. I know a few holes where I can put people in the hospital, too.
So there you have it from the champion, Bob Backlund. At this moment, let's bring on superstar Billy Graham and just take one look at this extraordinary physique. That's enough in itself for an opponent to stand in awe. However, I do not believe that the Dream is all that impressed.
No, he isn't, because he hasn't got brains enough to be impressed. This is a Texas bull rope match. This is wrestling. Back sharecropper, you are facing the strongest professional athlete in the world today. You can sing your songs, you can do your dance, and you can have your love. But when that bell rings, fat boy, you gotta go out and wrestle. And that is exactly what's gonna happen. Correct, superstar?
Sorry, we're out of time.
What?
Here in the corner to right from Montreal, Canada, weighing 240 pounds, here is Dino Bravo. And here in the corner to my left, from New York City, weighing 239 pounds, it is the unpredictable Johnny Rodz.
Johnny Rodz versus Dino Bravo, and Rodz goes to work right away, and we're set for the action to begin.
Professional wrestling appears on Staten Island on Friday night, the 8th of September. Scheduled to compete on the wrestling card at the Seaview Hospital Auditorium will be the likes of Luke Graham. Luke Graham joining on the card, Tony Garea, Peter Maivia, and also scheduled to compete will be the one and the only Andre the Giant. Andre taking part of the special benefit card for the Seaview Hospital of Staten Island on the 8th of September.
Rodz getting tangled up in the ropes a moment ago, and now he's tangled up with Dino Bravo. Rodz trying to work to the midsection, wraps him up in a small package. Bravo does, and it could very well be. No, only a count of one. Side headlock applied on by powerful Bravo. Shoved to the rope, however, and a nice shoulder block by Dino. Off again. Rodz down to the canvas, coming right back at him in a flying body press. Over. One. No. Rodz, I believe, jammed a finger into, perhaps inadvertently, into the eyes of Dino Bravo. Nevertheless, Bravo is still in control. Rodz too close to the rope. The referee breaks it up. They'll start all over. Jack Lott's warning Johnny Rodz about the clenched fist. Rodz may be biting the forehead. He could have been. Dino continuing to slump down in that corner as Johnny Rodz hammers away almost to will. Johnny Rodz really laying him in there against Bravo. Rodz now sending Bravo to the buckle. Measuring his man, and Johnny Rodz could very well go on the victory here if this continues. Bravo off the rope. Got a lot of momentum. Behind that punch, another right hand by Bravo. A quick left. And a knee lift, and Rodz down to the canvas. Test of strength here, and there is no test, I wouldn't think. Bravo, such a powerhouse. Not to take anything away from Johnny Rodz. Rodz a well-conditioned athlete in every respect, but yes, Rodz going down to his knees now. Bravo applying even more pressure. Look at Bravo. Not only does he have strength, but a lot of finesse, a lot of agility as well. Jack Lott's the referee asking Johnny Rodz if he would care to submit. Muscles ripple on Bravo as he hangs on to the armbar. Bravo shoves in a rope, coming up, and the knee of Rodz finds its mark, spinning Bravo around. Bravo off the rope. Look at that, would you? Oh, just right on target down for the count. Referee out of position. Otherwise, perhaps Bravo would have been able to put Johnny Rodz away, but you never can tell. Bravo breaks the hold as per the request from the referee. Scheduled up later on, ladies and gentlemen, Luke Graham will join us, and also we look forward to seeing Tony Garea and Larry Zbysko back in tag team action. Rodz slugging it out, and obviously Bravo is dazed as a result of the attack there of Johnny Rodz. Bravo hurled to the buckle. Out in front of his man, and a very nice reverse by Bravo. Drop kick sends Johnny Rodz to the canvas. Up again. No, both wrestlers are going for the drop kick, but nevertheless, just like that, Bravo in possession, and it's over. So Dino Bravo chalks up another victory for himself. Bravo undefeated on All-Star Wrestling. Let's get the time.
The time, 6 minutes and 7 seconds, and it is the winner, Dino Bravo.
Dino Bravo victorious. We shall return with the Grand Wizard's Luke Graham.
Please. It will be a wrestling spectacular second to none. What with the special 6-man tag team match on the card, 2 out of 3 falls with a 1-hour time limit. Scheduled to compete will be the Yukon Lumberjacks, the tag team champions, Eric and Pierre, joining forces with Spiros Arion. That threesome facing Tony Garea, Dino Bravo, and the one and only Andre the Giant. Scheduled as well, Vicky Williams, the women's Division #1 contender, meeting the world's women's champion, the fabulous Moolah. Also scheduled, and of course, everyone looking forward to this historical event, the first of its kind being held in Madison Square Garden, making reference to the Texas Bull Rope match with superstar Billy Graham battling the American Dream Dusty Rhodes. Jay Strongbow, incidentally, is the guest referee in this Texas Bull Rope match. However, at this moment, let's bring on the reigning Worldwide Wrestling Federation champion, Bob Backlund. And this Monday night, Bob, you'll be laying the championship on the line as you have had a great deal of success thus far, although it appears, as you brought up before the broadcast, the competition gets tougher and tougher, and I don't think they come any tougher than Ivan Koloff.
No, he's very, very, very tough, and I heard him say a word that I was scared of him. Well, Ivan Koloff, I'm not scared of no man in professional wrestling, but I do respect them all, and I respect you, and I respect your ability. I respect you, and I think you should respect me that way.
Well, perhaps Ivan Koloff will respect you after the match, because based on the comments we've heard from Mr. Koloff and, of course, his manager, Louis Albano, it appears to me they have not only no respect for you, they have no respect for anyone in professional wrestling today. They certainly have no respect for rules and regulations. So I suspect, Bob, that as we were discussing again before the broadcast, that if, in fact, Ivan Koloff has on his mind to go out and not only win the championship, but to use holds to maim you, to hurt you, that perhaps you're going to have to retaliate in a like manner.
Well, Mr. Koloff, I'm not going to be giving this belt to you on a silver platter, and maybe you'll be taught some respect Monday night in Madison Square Garden.
Thank you very much. Bob Backlund, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if we may, let's bring on the Russian Bear. Let's bring on Ivan Koloff and discuss this event. So once again, Mr. Koloff, you have an opportunity to prove yourself. You have the opportunity to wear the most prestigious championship in all the land.
That's right. I've waited a long time since I've been cheated out of the belt. And now the time has come. And I'm going to walk and talk and just do whatever I want, Backlund. And there's nothing that you're going to do about it. You can come out and ask the people to support you, which I wish they do, because you're going to need all the help you can get. And I don't want you to have any excuses after Koloff defeats you right in the middle of the ring, like I did before, like the people can remember.
Mr. Koloff, obviously, Mr. Backlund, normally relying on his scientific abilities, and many individuals respect your abilities, but it seems to me that perhaps the scientific ability will prevail. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I believe, McMahon, that Koloff has got the experience and definitely the know-how to get a hold of Backlund. You know, I've been studying him for months now. Old films of this Backlund ever since he was first in wrestling. And before that, even when he was amateur wrestler and become, what, All-American wrestler, right? And all the people behind him, now they say Backlund is the one that can do it. Backlund is the man that can stop Koloff. I don't believe this. I'm the man that's going to stop you, Backlund, and put you out of wrestling. Put you out of wrestling for good. You're going to find out that the Russian is a better athlete than the American any day.
There you have it, summation of Ivan Koloff. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on Mr. Tony Garea, along with Dino Bravo, and discuss what should prove to be, I believe, one of the greatest six-man tag team matches ever held. And you fellows have the distinction of joining forces, of course, with Andre the Giant against the Lumberjacks and Spiros Arion. Tony?
Well, it's going to be a real tough match, but we couldn't ask for a better partner than Andre, and he was delighted to join us in this match because we have the Lumberjacks that are currently the Worldwide Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, and they proved themselves they're real good wrestlers over the past few months. And then we have Arion, who himself is a very fine wrestler.
No question about that. It seems to me that the team with the greatest amount of teamwork, Dino, is going to be victorious.
Well, that is correct. You know, as you know, they've got the belt right now, and we don't feel that great about that. They got Spiros Arion, a top contender. It's going to be a tough match, but as Tony says, we'll do what it takes to win that match.
Thank you very much. Don't miss it this Monday night in Madison Square Garden.
Mikel Scicluna and his partner from Sicily, Italy, weighing 241 pounds, Tony Russo.
Tony Russo and the Big Baron joining forces against a fine tag team combination. It's good to see them back together again. Tony Garea and Larry Zbysko. Here we go with the action.
3 weeks from tonight, Saturday night, the 16th of September, professional wrestling returns to the air-conditioned Philadelphia Spectrum. Scheduled, ladies and gentlemen, to compete in the main event will be superstar Billy Graham, the former champion, against the reigning Worldwide Wrestling Federation champion, the All-American boy, Bob Backlund. They will be competing in a one-of-a-kind type match. And if perhaps you've never seen a Sicilian stretcher match before, and if you never have, you owe it to yourself to see it. It's one way to settle the score for all time between these two great competitors. An opponent must leave the ring in an unconscious manner on the stretcher.
Big Baron in control at the moment. Again, a Yankee to here by Scicluna. Scicluna now being pulled by the hair a bit. But the Baron could get a bigger handful of it, I suppose. Up against the rope, the referee will break it up. The knee of Scicluna finding its mark, followed by a forearm smash, a hammer across the back. Wide open Larry Zbysko as Tony Russo takes his cheap shot. Zbysko holds to the rope. Russo waiting for him. Russo's top of the foot there could very well be choking Zbysko. Russo, a short, squat individual, low center of gravity. Scicluna with another wide open shot against Larry Zbysko. Tony Garea coming in to help out, but being ushered back by the referee. Meanwhile, it's a double team going on in this corner. The third buckle padding has been released, and there you see the tag rope wrapped around the throat of Zbysko as well. Russo hammering in with his shoulder, and now the referee back over after being distracted by Tony Garea. Larry spun around by the Big Baron. Retaliatory measures there, but to no avail. Yes, another right hand. Slugging it out here. Wild right by Scicluna, locked in the ropes there. And Larry goes to work on the Big Baron. Russo from behind. Tony Garea's had about enough of it. Garea with Russo in one corner. And the other corner is Zbysko, who's hauled back to where Russo was standing a moment ago.